Can we get Child Protective Services, please? How the heck did this episode not get an 18+ rating when... Hello everyone, and welcome to another reaction video. Today I'm going to be reacting to episodes 8 and 9 of Metal Family. Last episode was a bit disappointing with Glam, I will say. I'm very surprised with the sudden personality switch. Because he was such a loving father, and then suddenly he just snapped. Like, I don't know why. I hope it's explained more, and I hope the box is explained. I really want to know what was inside that box, and why it was so important. And then aside from that, it was pretty wholesome the last 2 episodes, I'll say. Compared to, you know, the one with the bully. I keep thinking about the bully episode. It traumatized me. I'm just expecting random innuendos everywhere. But actually, it's been really wholesome, so that's good. That's a positive. But anyways, let's hop straight into episode 8. Morning Beavers. What is going on here? Is this a bar or is this another type of club, if you know what I mean? Okay, I think it's a bar.
Hi, Eddie. Hello, Mr. Carden. Is my mother...
Heavy, I don't know if you should really be at this party. You know, I won't be surprised if she beats it, but isn't that like... the max is like 999. Yeah, she beat it, but how strong is that actually in terms of, you know, if someone actually did this kind of force, like on a watermelon, would the watermelon explode? Would this actually break a skull open? That's what I'm curious about.
Stop. Who said you can use your legs?
Well, were there rules specified?
Oh, yeah?
Exactly, you gotta specify the rules. Although I don't think you're gonna kick nothing, dude. Yeah. There was no way. I'm sorry, you just did not look flexible. Oh, why are we doing this?
Victoria is the winner.
I wonder, did they actually censor that in production, or is that just censored across country, you know, in order to be on YouTube?
One last time. Winner takes all.
Oh, please tell me this is not going to be like last episode, where Heavy is going to get in the way or something, and then the mom's going to be super disappointed in him. I do not need any more parental disappointment.
Sorry. Are you nuts, motherfucker? Ah, Heavy, huh? What are you doing here?
Hello, Miss...
I'm glad she realized it was like an accident. People shouldn't do that regardless of how old they are. They should not get away with that kind of stuff. But it was very obvious that it was an accident, and I'm glad she did not just pummel the crap out of this little kid.
The last thing I want at the moment is to have to wade through this wretched, stinking man filth with you.
I wonder what is so important that he would bother his mom at the bar for. Because he doesn't seem like the type to just, you know, take things lightly. He lives in a deranged family. You know, he's not going to call his mom just because, you know, he cut his finger or something. It's got to be something serious, right?
Fuck off to your blondie!
Who the fuck mouths that shit? Which cunt's head am I tearing off?
Me. I'm the cunt.
She was totally on the band, right? Glam was totally the guitarist. Victoria, I feel like, was the drummer. Maybe she was the vocalist? That could be it. I have a feeling she was definitely on the band, though. She has main character blue hair, so she's obviously important.
That bitch just won $6,000.
Nice! Listen, I don't promote gambling, but I promote competition. You should crush your enemies with an iron fist whenever you can. And have fun, too. Why do you need to link up a microphone for helmets? You're not going that far. You don't need to talk to each other.
Mom, are you sure you're fine behind the wheel after a beer competition?
I did not even think about that. How did I not even think about that? That's just not good. That's crazy. Do not, please, Victoria.
I'm alcoholic. That's why we both ended up puking. Ugh.
Oh, it's non-alcoholic? Okay, that's acceptable then.
You're right, so that motorcycle goes left.
Why does everything work so well for Glam?
because Glam probably follows instructions and actually does each step.
What winnings?
Well, we basically fixed all that. You know, we put on a show.
Really? You're supposed to crush your enemies honestly with justice. Cheating does nothing. I hate cheaters. Cheaters are the worst. I hate it when someone cheats. What is even the point of playing a game if you're gonna cheat? I mean, I guess in this case you get money, but at the same time, like, wouldn't it be more fun? Like, more fun and honorable to just win? Win with, you know, your talent and skill?
I need a new carburetor, and I've got speeding tickets to pay.
Okay, speeding tickets, that's on you. But I understand that she might not, you know, have a lot of money. What we've seen so far, we actually don't know what their jobs are or how often they work. But what we have seen, she does not seem like the type to, you know, save money very well. Maybe I need to know more about their financial situation to understand a bit more, but I feel like this is just a little bit on you. And you should not be swindling your acquaintances and friends at the bar.
Now I gotta end up sharing the winnings with this feminist cunt.
I heard all that.
Motherfucker.
I feel zero empathy for you. You deserve to be ratted out, I'll be honest. The mom, I have so many mixed feelings about the mom. She's a good mom, but she's just such a criminal at the same time. And she's not Robin Hood, she's just a criminal. Like Robin Hood, he steals gifts to the poor, you speed and get fines. Like, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. I think she's my least favorite character. I mean, I really like her. I think she has a really strong personality. But in terms of just being a good person, she's just terrible. This was a good episode, not my favorite. The humor didn't really land with me. There was not really any wholesome moments. There was no, like, comedic anything. There was no plot relevance. So, you know, it's an episode. I don't like it. I don't hate it. Let's hop into the next one. All right, episode 9. This one is a little bit longer and no 18 plus on this episode. And also we're starting off with a violin. That's interesting. Was my theory right? Was he a violinist? I hope he was a violinist. That way I can be right. I like being right. I like it when I'm right. Who doesn't like being right? Ideal tone. Is this a flashback episode? Please be a flashback episode. This is Glam, isn't it? Right?
Is this how you're planning?
Yes, 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 Glam, yes. This looks like Glam. I was right, guys. I was right. He had a crappy father who forced him to play the violin. I was right about something. Mocha Cat, was correct.
This suit, this violin. It's time that I'm wasting on.
But did he want the violin in the soup? Or suit. Did he want it or did you force it upon him? That is the difference. And also, even if you didn't force him and he wanted this, you still shouldn't be this strict.
No, Father. I won't disgrace you.
What can't you?
Wow, he's so polite. Like, he is so polite for how young he looks in this scene. He looks to be like 14 maybe, and he's acting so polite. No wonder he has such a calm personality. This is why he's so calm, and I hate it, but it makes sense. Is this box 37?
Oh no.
It's box 37! What's inside?
Yes, but I thought it over and came to another decision.
You can still send it back.
I've
What?
made up my mind.
Did he, like, murder somebody? Why in the world would you give Glam a revolver?
A beautiful instrument.
That is not an instrument, that is a weapon.
Smith & Wesson. 44.
Who are we killing?
Substantially better coat than my trusty pig.
Why are we discussing this with our son
Right.
and exposing him to this? I don't care about guns. That's not the problem here. It's the intention behind the gun that is very threatening and obviously murderous and violent in nature. I don't like this. I don't like seeing Glam like this. Oh, he's naked!
Are you in there whimpering again? Or is it just me?
No, Mother. You're just
Wow.
doing things.
So his mom knows about this, that he's literally crying in the shower. She knows about this. Does she do anything? I hope she does something.
I hope you're not hiding anything there this time.
I hope she's, like, against this. It doesn't sound like it by the sound of her voice.
Do you truly believe my occupation here is to clean up after your garbage?
I mean, what is it then if not to clean up? Isn't a butler basically a janitor in a fancy suit? You know, they're a bit more like a maid where they cook and clean and drive the car around and whatever. But that's like your main job. Like, that's your main thing, is cleaning.
That's not my belief.
However, you did say it. Good night.
Even the butler is against him. Usually when it's a situation like this, usually the maids and the butlers are like super nice and they're the father and mother figures, you know, instead of, you know, the crappy parents. But in this case, he has nobody. He has a sister, but his sister did not seem like the nice kind. Oh my gosh, please don't. Please don't go where this... No, okay. Okay, we're good, we're safe. We are safe. I thought for a minute there that windowsill, you know, he was gonna, you know, take a leap of faith.
I'll easily pass it and come out on...
It's crazy the lengths he has to go in order to hide something from his parents. Literally hiding it under the floorboard and then hiding a key for the floorboard. That is insane amount of distrust that he has in his parents. Which I don't blame him for, at least his dad. I don't know about the mother yet, but the dad definitely seems like a crappy guy.
The only thing is, there's not even a burned out bulb to take from this house. Rolf is always changing them out.
Dude, he needs to go find his wife.
On me. Comes to find
He needs to meet her. They need to meet.
I'll also have to find a pair of pins for columns and a fitting piece of plastic in order to simulate a river.
I'm really glad his father is dead now. Sorry, that was a little abrupt, but I'm really glad that the father is dead.
Dear father, were you always the epitome of worthiness? Did you diligently bear your father's ruler weapons?
Yeah, that's usually generational stuff, which this does not excuse the father's actions at all. Just because his father beat him does not mean that he can beat his son, you know? That's not excusable. That's not something you can excuse from generational trauma sort of thing. It's understandable. Yes, I understand. Yep, that's why you're doing it. That doesn't mean you're allowed to do it. That doesn't make it right. That doesn't mean you can do it.
Do you keep your composure? Would your face be laden with fear? I would like to see him in such a hypocritical mask, stretched across his skull.
Excuse me? Is that something that has happened to him? Is that something he can relate to? Or is that just something he made up? Because, that is, you know, a little bit much, a little bit more than just a ruler. That is a lot more. That's not just like bad, that is literally abuse. A ruler is not nearly as bad as a baseball bat. I feel so bad for Glam. He was literally my favorite character, and I mean, he's still my favorite character, but this is making me scared for the future of the person he's going to become, the father he's going to become for his sons, and I don't like it. I don't like where this is heading.
I didn't want to head outside after dark. I had planned to throw it out in the morning.
Why in the world did you hide that in the bathroom and not, like, under your bed? And why did you keep it? Did you keep it for evidence? Is he gonna plot something against his father and put him in prison or something? I don't know. Are you allowed to own a gun in Russia? I'd imagine so. It's Russia. Russia is... How I imagine Russia is literally America, but colder. That's all I imagine Russia is. Do they have the right to bear arms in Russia? Is that a thing? I'm not gonna look it up. If I looked up every question I had, we would be on the Google search page more than we would be watching the video.
This is how you've decided to put me in my place?
I don't think that can't be right. There's no way that he did that, right? Like intentionally just for the butler. I feel like he kept the box for like an art project. That's my gut feeling, is that he kept it so he can make his little city.
I'll be heading there to watch.
Oh, that's sweet. I mean, obviously that was more of a threat. I'll be there to watch. But it's kind of sweet because Are the parents going? Are the parents gonna watch, you know? At least the sister's gonna be there.
What do we have here? A cracked bulb? This rear end,
This is either a best friend in the making or a bully that's gonna beat the crap out of him and blackmail him and his family. It's one of those two options. Nothing in between.
What? Did you piss yourself?
I didn't pee myself.
I know.
Oh, wait, is this Uncle Chive? This is Uncle Chive. This is totally Uncle Chive. Oh my gosh. I had a feeling Uncle Chive was in the band, but I wasn't sure, you know. He didn't really give me the vibe of the guy in the band. He feels like more like a banjo player. Maybe he plays the banjo. Maybe he just introduced him, you know, to other music genres aside from classical.
But you
What?
You don't look like a musician.
And
I wonder if he actually believes that or if that's like his father pushing him to believe that. I mean, obviously as an adult, he does not believe that. As an adult, he is way different. But as a kid, I wonder if this is his belief or a stem of his father's belief.
And Lydia is also gracing us with her presence.
I'm looking after my brother.
All right.
I can't tell if she's being sarcastic or if her parents put her up to this. But I want to give her the benefit of the doubt and say she came purely to support her brother. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. I have a feeling that is not going to be the case, though. We'll see.
Everyone's here except...
How the heck did this episode not get an 18+ rating when the first second was literally him getting beaten? That literally just crossed my mind.
How did they even let that filth inside?
You're gonna say that when he's literally a foot away from you? He's not even on the other side of the room!
Congratulations, Schwagenwagens. You've been accepted to study.
I'm actually kind of surprised. I had a feeling that he was going to fail, Glam was going to fail, and then Chive was going to get accepted. Like, that's usually how it goes in this kind of situation, where they realize, oh, maybe my father's way is wrong. Maybe I need to play from the heart! Nope, not this time. This time, abuse works. That's the message, abuse works. I'm sorry, I take it back. Obviously, this is sarcasm. Don't take anything I say seriously, ever.
first place! I'm accepted!
This worm bested you?
For the love of God, just don't tell Dad.
Why should I stay quiet?
Aw, come on, sis. Come on, you could have been there to support your brother, but now you're gonna hold it over his head that he didn't win against a guy who's not in a suit. All these other people didn't win. All these other people, look, that guy in the back, he has a suit. He didn't get first place.
I'm guessing he didn't make it either.
It's a shame that his parents aren't even here to, like, support him in any way. But he passed, like, he passed, and yet he's still this angry. Even though he literally got into the school, he doesn't feel adequate enough. And that's just so sad. I hate that so much. I love Chive, though.
I answered. They didn't ask me anything difficult at all. See, for example, they asked me about chords with an...
I love people like Uncle Chive that just vibe even when they literally got yelled at and got told to screw off. And he still is just nice. He's speaking calmly, politely. Chive is the embodiment of my favorite type of character.
Your parents will be very proud of you.
Like hell they will. My mother was against it. She went...
Oh, why? Why did he have to see it? Why? I don't want him to be punished for hanging out with Chive. Chive is such a good influence. He needs this kind of influence in his life.
Do you even know how far you need to come before you're on par with the music on this record?
Shouldn't you be listening into it, though? Isn't that the whole point? Study material that's more advanced so that one day you can understand the more advanced material? I don't know. Everything that comes out of this guy's mouth, I just want to argue against him.
Lydia was third.
How low?
Don't attempt to compare. She...
But why are you holding her to a different standard? Huh? Oh, this is an heir thing, isn't it? He's the heir to his legacy thing, you know? Who cares about her? He is going to be the heir. And that's why the sister resents him, is because he's gonna be the heir, so she automatically has a resentment because, you know, I'm older, I should be the heir, but because you're a boy, you get to be the heir. Is that what's going on? Am I right? Am I on the right track here?
He's a girl.
Literally could have waited 2.1 seconds and I literally would have got my answer.
I can't believe my son could be bested by some kind of vagabond.
Vagabond? Vagabond? What does that word even mean? Vagabond, a person who wanders from place to place without a home or job. You don't know if he has a home or a job? What? A dishonest or unprincipled person. Okay, it must be this one, which, again, he seems like a very honest person. He literally was talking about how he was crapping on the toilet earlier. Unprincipled? Maybe a tiny bit. Like, less principle than you might have. But your principle is too strict. He does have principle. I'm sure he does. His principle is just a little bit different from yours.
Made friends with this vagabond. I was watching when the bum walked Sebastian to the front door.
You need an excuse, dude. You need an excuse. Be like, he was carrying my luggage like my butler should have been, except my butler didn't come and help me carry my luggage because I am so high and mighty. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just want to get back at this butler too. I hate everyone in this room except for Glam and Chive. Well, Chive's not even in this room. I want Chive to be in this room. Chive should be in this room. Chive should have his own episode. I want an episode with just Chive and Glam in it. I hope that's what we get.
Hand! Now!
Can we get Child Protective Services, please?
Sweet dreams. I hope you didn't bring lice into the house.
What's shocking me is that everyone is on board with this. The sister, the mother, and the butler are all fine with this abuse, and nobody is questioning it at all. I hate that. Normally, someone questions it, but nope, not in this household. Nope. I guess in that regards, it's realistic, I suppose. These subtitles, man. He is not laughing.
Plague! Just to infect everyone! So that you all perish!
Dude, just run away, please. Run away with Chive. Meet your wife. Get away from this house, please. This is probably the first gift he has ever gotten that doesn't have an ulterior motive. I bet everything that has been given to him is literally so that the father can withhold his image. That is it. Everything that he's been given in his life. I almost guarantee it. Aww. That's how it ends? I was hoping that, like, the music would give him inspiration. Wait, there's a cut. I checked for once. Yeah, this was what I was hoping for. Why the heck would you hide this behind the credits? That was the ending I wanted. That's what I wanted for the ending. I'm so glad they added that extra scene at the end. Well, that was definitely not the wholesome episode that I was hoping for. I love wholesome episodes, but obviously you have to have the bad, traumatizing episodes in order to appreciate the good ones. So I would actually put this top 3 episodes so far. Like, even though it literally crushed me and I hated every moment of it, I hated literally everyone in Glam's family. Hated every second of it. It was still great. I loved looking back at Glam's character and his past and how he met Chive. I am so glad he met Chive. It explains so much about his character, like how polite he is and how he praises everyone, and he tries to be so kind, but sometimes his kindness is misplaced. Like when he's so supportive of his wife, but it's at the wrong times when she's a criminal. But then the moment when he should be supportive of, like, his son, he should be supportive of him playing guitar, and yet he's not. He's not supportive at all, and his father comes out when it comes to instruments. And I wonder, maybe that's the reason why he doesn't like the boys touching his guitars. Because he knows if they pick up one of his guitars, he's gonna snap. Because he knows he gets aggressive. I hope we get more episodes like this for other members of the family. I feel like Glam has been expanded so far. Like, we know a lot of his history, we know his family, we know all this. but we don't know a lot about Victoria, Heavy, or Dee at all. I mean, I understand the boys. The boys, you know, they're not old enough to really have a history, but the mom should have a history. I want to see more of the mom's history expanded upon, how she and Glam met. Originally, I thought Dee was the main character, but it seems like Glam is actually the main character, which is kind of surprising. I, for some reason, thought Dee was. You know, this could be a situation where we actually have multiple main characters. You know, Glam and Dee, and, you know, generational trauma. I hope that's where this is going. I hope this is like a story about generational trauma, because that's what it feels like so far, and I think it would be very fitting. Anyways, guys, I really love those episodes. I'm going to be reacting to the next episodes here shortly, so please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.